What's up, Trojans, and welcome back to another episode of the Mid Measurement. I just got back from seeing the Odyssey, and I'm going to talk about it. Going to this film, I was very excited. I knew it was Christopher Nolan. As always, I'm always expecting these to be like at least 4 or higher films, like in terms of my rating. These films are always very solid, very good, and they're also sometimes confusing. So I was kind of expecting that going in. I'm also a huge fan of Greek mythology. When I was younger, I was absolutely in love with the Percy Jackson books, the Hero of Olympus books. House of Hades is peak, if you know, you know. Yeah, so I was very excited going into this film, and I'm happy to say, without spoiling anything, this is a great film, guys. You should go see it if you haven't already, and I think you'll be pretty happy with the experience. It is a long film as usual, or at least with these recent Nolan films. Oppenheimer, I think, maybe was longer, actually. I don't know. They're both in the ballpark of 3 hours. But honestly, I felt like this kind of went by quicker than Oppenheimer. And I'm just going to go ahead and say, guys, I liked this film better than Oppenheimer. That could just be a preference thing because I'm more akin to Greek mythology than like US history. But I thought this film was absolutely incredible. Non-spoilers, I thought all the acting performances, as always in these Nolan films, were great. I think the standouts were probably Anne Hathaway's character and also, the man himself, Matt Damon, Odysseus. I thought he did a great job. The film looks great. The cinematography is great. It's a Nolan movie, guys. Great cinematography, but also the timeline's going to be a little bit confusing. There's a lot of time jumps. There's flashbacks inside of flashbacks and jumps here. It's like kind of all over the place, but I think this movie was maybe easier to follow than some of the other ones I've seen. Definitely easier than Tenet. That one, I still don't know what was happening. Probably easier than Oppenheimer, I'd say. I haven't read the story of the Odyssey, but I watched like a short YouTube video that just covered the main beats of the story. And just with that knowledge, I was able to follow this story pretty easily. So yeah, I mean, I don't want to say too much like before the spoilers, because my main gripes with this film have to do with spoilers. One thing I will say, I saw a lot of people complaining about the casting for this film. I don't think it's a big deal, guys. I think people are overreacting. The performances by the actors are great. So trailer being the most disliked thing or whatever, that's kind of crazy, I think. I think the film is great, and I don't think the casting problems that people have take away from the film at all. I thought all the effects look great. The monsters are awesome. And I just, I think the whole film is just really enjoyable, and I think it's actually probably pretty rewatchable as well. I think it might actually even get better with the rewatch. I kind of felt like with Oppenheimer, I felt like it's a movie like, oh, I'm going to watch it one time. I won't really rewatch this as much, but I think this film is going to be more rewatchable than that. And the highs in this movie are so high. The hype moments, the buildup is incredible, and the payoffs are also great. So I think I've said all I'm really going to say, non-spoilers. Like I said, guys, if you have not seen the Odyssey, go see it. And let me know what you guys think in the comments. And you can save this video and come back and see the non-spoilers. So I'm going to give my rating now, and then I'm going to give you some time to leave. So for the Odyssey, guys, I'm going to be giving this a 4.5 out of 5. I think that might be the highest rating I've given in a while. I think, yeah, because Obsession I gave a 4, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, but 4.5, guys, yeah. And I'm going to get into spoilers now, so I'll give you 3 seconds to click off. Okay, so to get into spoilers, my main gripes with this film are, there's 2 things I really have a problem with. One thing I have a problem with is Telemachus' character. I was getting kind of frustrated because I understand his character is like, he needs to, fight these hard battles and struggle to become a true king. But when the random servant is like just putting the weapons through the floor and he's like struggling to fight this guy, I'm like, come on, bro. I started getting pissed at this dude. He does get a pretty clean kill on him, which is like really cool, but still, I just wish like his character got a little more of a payoff because they built him up a good amount. But I understand like why he couldn't go down there and just help his dad fight. Like I said, the monsters look incredible. I really was interested with like the silver guys. I think they're like the man-eating giants that run in the forest. Like those guys, I wanted to learn more about these monsters that they encounter, because I love the scenes where the Greek soldiers are just walking through the woods on these random islands. I love those scenes, and I just want to learn more about the creatures in this film. Like this film makes me want to go research, like, what was that thing in the mountain that grabbed them? What were these silver guys that are, I'm pretty sure, giants? Learn more about this mythology. And then my other problem with this film is I feel like the people that aren't suitors but are like betraying the house and Odysseus and Ithaca are, they don't show really anything happen to them. Like Mia Goth's character, Anne Hathaway just like closes the door and like, oh no, you go out there. But nothing, we don't see anything happen to her. So I'm like, what's the point of this? We have to see some kind of payback, some kind of revenge for them betraying Odysseus in his house. So that was a little bit of a problem with me. I just kind of felt like they kind of rushed through it. Like I thought the fight was handled well, but after the fight, when it's like he's getting on the ship with his wife and he's going off into exile, I feel like that maybe was a little rushed. I don't think everything was wrapped up. They kind of just leave Tom Holland as king and like that's it. But I understand that they had to spend more time on the adventure, which is the main point of this story. The scene where he shoots the guy in the neck when he's like, "You're Odysseus," and then he gets shot. That scene is so peak. The buildup for that is incredible. My theater actually kind of like erupted into like clapping and people were like, "Oh yeah, yeah," because that's just such a great scene and the buildup is so like it's such a good payoff for the film. The scene where Odysseus comes back and he pets his dog and finally like releases it is it's very sad and very emotional. So this film kind of covers that as well. And overall, I mean, it checks all the boxes for me, guys. A 4.5. Like I said, my only small problems were just two kind of minor things towards the end. You guys might not even have a problem with this. So, like I said, let me know what you guys thought of the Odyssey. Was my rating good? What did I miss? What did I forget to talk about? And I will see you guys on Thursday, or no, it'll come out Friday for the Spider-Man review. I'm so excited. Spider-Man is my go, and I've been waiting for this film since No Way Home. So I will be back on Friday for that. And yeah, thanks guys for watching. Like I said, go see the Odyssey. Let me know what you thought, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right. Bye guys. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you thought of the Odyssey. Bye. Christopher Nolan. Back at it again. Okay. Bye now. Bye.